Rise and Shine combines arcade shooter with a variety of bullets to solve every kind of situations that have arisen in the way of Rice. Rice, the boy who lives in Gameth world where the characters of classic video games live. He is in the midst of a war with space marines, muscular soldiers with big guns, who invaded his territory. With the help of the legendary weapon called the Shine, he has to save their planet from invaders. The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim Special Edition. This improved and expanded reissue of the original The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, where new enemies, equipment, locations, characters, and included all the DLC have been added. In addition, a redesigned graphics, added new effects and increased detail environments. As with any part of this series, we start to play for the prisoner, but this time we brought in the vast expanses of Skyrim, homeland of the Nords. Beautiful area of Tamriel, but hides a harsh and sometimes ruthless terrain for its beauty. Remember Me? Cyberpunk shooter in the third person about the hard life in Neo-Paris in 2084. The concept of privacy is left at the beginning of the 21st century. Now personal memories can be digitized for the purchase, sale or exchange. The player will assume the role of a girl Nilin, elite memory hunter with the ability to break into people's minds and steal memories. One day Nilin itself loses its memory, and is forced to return it, along the way looking for an opportunity to change the world itself. Battles in the game, for the most part, melee. In addition to hand combat and parkour, heroine uses a key for its ability, memory change characters. Controlled characters' memory may affect the fate of the world. Mixing occurs in the abstract environment when alien memories can see the goals with their help correcting memory. James Bond, Bloodstone. This is another project in a game series about the legendary James Bond. For the project this time around came from Shodin Racing Studio Bizarre Creations, famous for elegant console series Project Gotham racing simulators and visual unusual arcade race Blur. Developers will allow us to plunge into the life of the Super Spy, visit the most exotic places such as Monaco Planet, Istanbul, Athens, Bangkok, riding on Doroguchi supercars and exciting action. Excellent graphics. True face and the video is not finalized, and so great. Interesting plot with sharp turns, excellent management in the fight NPC. Now they do not just run on bullets and hide behind cover, throw grenades, bypass you. Although a small number of weapons, a total of 16, to shoot enough. Anno 2205. Computer game in the genre of urban and economic simulator with elements of real-time strategy. The player assumes the role of director of a private company, which is engaged in the construction of cities and the establishment of production chains resources. Unlike previous games where the cards were created using procedural generation, in Anno 2205 map made by hand and can offer players a unique setting, such as the repair of destroyed dams or development of the archipelago of several islands. The main difference from the Anno 2070 is to increase the maximum area of the city 5 times. Also in the Anno 2205 it realized the possibility of in-session games. The player is given the opportunity to play in 3 sessions, a moderate, Arctic and the Moon, Terra Tech. This is an arcade shooter with elements of strategy, where the player will have to collect their own private fleet of various vehicles, and lead with the help of his battle with other players. The game is just a huge number of various parts for the creation of transport, and various weapons. It opens almost unlimited opportunities for creativity, that madly like all fans of the designer. In the game you are arriving on the planet, you collect useful resources and send to Earth. Destroying the car contender, you can take advantage of its parts and, thus, improve their car. Battles and mechanics of the game at a high level, which is why, even before the final version, The game is so popular. Wolfenstein The New Order. A computer game in the genre of sci-fi first-person shooter. Events: Wolfenstein The New Order, taking place in an alternate 1960, where National Socialism was defeated in World War II. In a tense, cinematic and graphically very credible Wolfenstein game, hero must destroy the Nazi war machine to conquer all of Europe. With the help of a small handful of surviving resistance fighters, you have to penetrate into the most secret facilities Reich. We fight legions of Nazi combat robots. Take control of a super weapon to conquer the whole Earth and beyond. Having mastered hitherto unknown super technologies, Nazi Germany was able to turn the tide of the war and brought to its knees even the most powerful nations. War hero B.J. Blazkowicz spent 14 years in a coma, and awoke to find that the court of 1960, World War II was lost, and the Nazis ruled by the iron hand of the world. You have to be the hero of a lost war and the only person in the world capable of changing the course of history. Urban Empire. Urban Empire is a game in the genre Simulator Rulers, a new kind of strategy simulator, which features city planner combined with political intrigue. And the action takes place against the backdrop of social and historical events. This creates a whole new type of game in which the players for the successful development of the city as mayor is necessary to enable strategic planning and political savvy. In the game you control Urban Empire dynasty of mayors, heading the city and its inhabitants for 200 years. Create infrastructure plan areas of the city, to discuss political solutions to the city council, bribe or blackmail opponents, observe the democratic rights of the population, or ignore them. The sole right, the choice is yours. Since 1820 your town survived 5 different eras, each of which is characterized by new dangers and opportunities. Cope with problems of different centuries, participate in the political struggle, watch for me the world of events and innovative inventions. Create your own urban empire. Prototype 2. The second part of the Prototype series, in which you play the role of a new character named James Haler. Its main purpose: to kill Alex Mercer, the protagonist of the first game. Actions are developed in the city, divided into 3 zones, from the most less dangerous, which occasionally can be seen patrols, to existence of hell. The protagonist meets a pretty strong resistance, from both the conventional military, and by the special Blackwatch division. The investigation's extremely useful is the ability to delve into the minds of people, soaking up all their knowledge. If you find a suitable candidate for the brainwashing, you can even get access codes to sensitive data in the network. Blackwatch, Watch Dogs 2. San Francisco Watch Dogs 2, Cradle of the Digital Revolution. The protagonist Marcus Holloway, a talented young hacker. Its well-established life-destroyed detection algorithm, crimes of totalitarian computer system CTOS 2.0. Crush network hacking skills to help, and not only infrastructure, but also the device of ordinary citizens, and indeed any device connected to CTOS 2.0. Arrange unusual situations. Manage drones, vehicles, cranes, robots and any other appliances. Alternate imperceptible action with dizzying skirmishes. Fight your way through the plug and leave the chase through the streets of San Francisco. Move from roof to roof in inhospitable Oakland. Penetrates into the offices of the most powerful companies in Silicon Valley.